Do you guys think Wing Chun is the best martial art for self-defense in the street? The result might be a little bit unexpected. Let's go. In Wing Chun's perspective, after you learn all of the cool mechanic, beginner techniques and concept, when you move into the next form, the jump kill, which means seeking bridge. So you have to seek the bridge to the opponent. For example, the punch come right from the bottom. So you from the hand down position, then the punch raise up. This is very sneaky and very ideal, especially if you on the street and then you want to fight. You're not in this hand positions, right? So from the hand down, you just trying up and punch the guy. Or things like when somebody ambush you, when somebody punch you in the corner of the eye, and then you see it, you throw the bong out. It's not the same with the Silum Toe bong out, where you rotate the force. This one you throw the bong out at the guy to stop the punch, right? Or the lam out. It's like somebody come in, jump at you, try to grab you, try to, like ambush you, and it's so tight, so close, you cannot punch them, right? Then you throw a lance out to got a barrier out, right? So they are very cool concept, right? So it is one of the thing where I consider Wing Chun is very ideal for the street. However, in terms of practicality, there's many things that's come before martial art. For example, awareness. Let's say you get on the street and then you fight all the time, right? There's gonna be the bad day where you perform not your best and then you got beat up, right? I don't care how many years in martial art you're training, right? There could be more than one opponent. There could be a really strong opponent. There could be a guy with a knife, right? There's so many things that could happen in the street, and regardless your performance, you could suffer once in a while. So the idea is the awareness. If you got a very good awareness, if you got like a very, like in Vietnam we call it like street smart, like the ability to like detect like which one about to fight you and how to avoid those situations, how to calculate beforehand, you're most likely gonna, end up like getting home safely and don't even need to fight, right? And even if you have to fight, Wing Chun maybe not the best. Boxing also maybe not the best. Like if you look at, okay, practicality only, right? When somebody want to punch me in the face, I can just kick him in the nut, I can just grab his nut, and then I can just like pick him up, throw him to the ground, right? No martial art needed. You don't even need to train martial art to do those kind of things, right? It's so quick and simple. So to train Wing Chun or to train boxing or to train Muay Thai is kind of overkill for the street, but at the same time, it's not actually very sport specific. So if you're clear about that, then it's not about the style versus style anymore. It's about like, how do you want to apply it into what your situation is. For example, if you want the street, then you have to grab something from Wing Chun, something from Muay Thai, right? Like, for example, Wing Chun got a very cool out features, like fight from the hand down positions, right? But on the other hand, it doesn't have a lot of powers. Obviously, the full loaded boxing punch gonna be way more powerful compared to like a Wing Chun straight punch, right? So, okay, I want some power, you grab from boxing. Okay, I want some out, grab from Wing Chun. Oh, I want some swing from Choy Li Phut. That is like the most powerful swing ever. But if I only focus on the Choy Li Phut one, it's so telegraphed, the movement is way too big. So now the guy be able to block it. So you have to, it's like playing puzzle, right? You have to think and to plug in all of the missing piece, then you got the whole pictures, right? But because like this kind of funny, like because I teach Wing Chun, and when people come to me, when I learned this, can I fight on the street? The answer is no. Like if you want something more simple and require zero training, you can just buy a gun, right? But it's not the point why you should train martial art. Martial art is way more than just fighting alone. I just hope people look at martial art in a way that it's like other sport, right? Because because martial art involved in fighting, involving hurting each other, it seems that people think martial art is all about fighting, but it's not. For example, Aikido, right? The way of Aikido is like one of the best conceptual martial art in the world, but people just think it's garbage because like Aikido people cannot fight. I just want to give out the message that, you know, like there's no such thing as bad martial art. I just, like, the whole reason I got this because I just talked to a dude. The guy's amazing. The guy's like, oh, you're doing Wing Chun. Like, can you show me some Wing Chun? I never had experience in like any striking stuff. And then I'm like, hey, can you show me some Jiu-Jitsu too? And the dude is like happy, right? So I'm like, that is the whole point of being a martial artist. Like, you want to do stuff, you want to get discipline, you want to train very hard, and you know, you just want to be more confident to do stuff that you enjoy. And yeah, and that's just like me, right? I'm obsessed with training. I love training. I love explore new martial art, new concept, new techniques, right? So if you, those guys like me that enjoy doing so, then maybe, you know, spend less time on the internet, spend more times wisely, like how you can improve yourself. And yeah, if you got some cool stuff, always leave the comment below so that I can check out your concept and your techniques. That's it for today's guide. And like I always said, you know, knowledge is power. However, it cannot win the fight. Repetition is. So make sure you train hard. If you first time here, then might as well just click the subscribe button if you want more content about martial art, about self-defense. See ya.